All right. So we are here. So before we get into this next one, this is episode 6. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Um, this is a good one. But like I said, before we even get into that, I just want to kind of just touch real briefly on just some of the things that's happening in the world, and I'm gonna do it like this. Look, I got an Atlanta Hawks hat on right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Atlanta in terms of Killer Mike is down there, and he's one of my favorite activists. And he just he talks about things with an intelligent mind, and so that's something that I respect. Uh, but let's get into today's guest, man. The first thing I want to throw up here is this is just a flyer. This motivated Prodigy. Jason Clements, Coach Jason. A lot of people know him in different ways, but he's gonna be our guest for episode 6, and I'm trying to find. Hold on, let me just find the flyer for you real quick. I got some pretty cool topics for us to talk about. I think y'all are gonna enjoy this one. Hold on, just bear with me. Try and just get to the flyer. Alright, boom. So here we go. Jason Clemens, Coach Jason, running back coach, trainer, motivated Prodigy, MVP. That's pretty much that's what we're gonna get into with him. But I just kind of want to just show this to y'all for a second. As you can see on there, he knows what he's talking about. 1,000-yard rusher for real as a senior in terms of high school football. Um, well, I guess I guess we'll let him explain all this. But in terms of my experience with Jason, for real, I played against Jason in Little League, and I played for Fort Meade Cougars. He played for Millersville. There was the Wolverines. I don't even think that's a team anymore. I think that's just Old Mill. But yeah, they were pretty good. They smacked us twice. Zero remorse. I actually got hurt in one of those games. It was crazy. RJ, he was on here. I think it's episode 2. He was our quarterback. He got hurt in the game as well. So they was balling. Shout out to that squad and whoever was on that Millersville team. So right here, I'm just kind of just showing you just a little bit of just some training stuff. This is Brian right here. I guess he'll be playing 10U for Annapolis or General's Highway Panthers, the youth football organization. It's another one right here. And essentially, I'm gonna let Jason kind of talk about, certain things in terms of these training videos that I'm kind of just running through for y'all. And I mean, he's gonna give us some insight, give us some gems. He doesn't just work with, youth. It's high school, it's college. As you can see here, you know what I'm saying, this is she looked like it gets in her 20s or 30s, something like that. You already know this, my man. I don't know if y'all been, tuned in on the youth football segments that I be putting out, but this right here, like this little booby, he's fire. You know what I'm saying? I like his game a lot. He'll be playing for 9U coming up, so that's cool. For everybody tuning in right now, I appreciate y'all. I just been kind of giving y'all a little bit of background about who we ready to talk to. So let me actually get Jason in here right now. I'm calling him. Let me see what's up. All right, back. My guy.
What's up, man?
What it is, man.
You're right. Can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, everything is clear. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
All
Everything
right,
good.
cool. So yeah, I just kind of been giving them just a little rundown, just on just who you are, just from my experience. I told them I played against you as Little League, and just from from those 3 games, there were 2 games. We played y'all at y'all field, smashed us, and then you played us at our field, smashed us. So y'all's ballers for real.
Man,
But
hey, look, I remember them days, man. That we was unstoppable.
hey, look,
We was
every
unstoppable.
that was when nobody could. Y'all was bigger than everybody. Y'all
Yeah.
was running a wing T, and it's like nobody could find the ball. So it's like it was.
I honestly think it's no little league team right now that could beat that team.
Oh yeah, y'all
That
was
like
crazy.
that era was crazy. That era with Millersville and Severn,
Yeah,
that era was crazy.
yeah, y'all was
Yeah,
balling for real. Y'all was balling.
yeah.
And then from there, I told them, you went to Old Mill. Even on the flyer, I put just some of your stats. You was a 4-year varsity player at Old Mill, right?
Right. This
Right.
what's crazy is I wasn't I wasn't supposed to go to Old Mill.
Oh, word? Where you
Right.
supposed to go?
I was trying to get into the math.
Okay.
So but what happened was I had a situation where my grades was bad.
Right.
So they didn't accept me. I
Right.
couldn't get there. So I ended up I went to Old Mill last minute, and we had a 2 days, and I was doing my thing, and they just bumped me up
Right.
doing 2 days.
Right.
And then I just
As a
sat.
freshman.
Right, and I just sat and waited. Like if seniors in front of me, everything. I just sat and waited, and then I finally got my shot. It was on homecoming. They started me on homecoming game.
Right.
It
Oh,
was
they
crazy.
started you with it.
They started me. We was playing the Naps.
Okay.
We was playing the Naps. They started me at homecoming game versus Naps.
Right.
It's crazy. Just the patience you gotta have as being an athlete. Like you don't know when your time's gonna come, but you gotta be ready every
Right.
time. Every time,
Exactly.
like you don't know when it's gonna be your time to shine, but you gotta be ready.
Right.
Like you got to, you got to.
Exactly.
If you're not prepared, then when your time comes up, you're not gonna show up, and that might be your last chance.
Yeah, exactly. You only get one first impression, essentially.
Right.
One
Exactly.
time. You remember how many yards you had that game? Or how many carries or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I made the paper though.
Oh, did you? All
Yeah, I
right. Well,
made the paper. I
okay.
got
So you balling.
I wish I had it. I wish I had it. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but I wish I had it on me right now. I'll show
Right.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it made the paper. Yeah.
That's
I
all
was
right.
number my first year I was number 34.
Okay.
And then I switched to number 10.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I remember those days because even it was I guess it was like 2009. We had scrimmage y'all. This is before the season. I went to Spalding. We had scrimmage y'all right before the season started.
Right.
And that's really the only time I remember at least playing you in high school for real. So, but
Yeah.
I think you was doing your thing. You was like all state, like what, 2 times in a row, all county 3 in a row or something like that.
Yeah,
Like you,
yeah.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
So,
Bad.
uh, so like getting into just the camp and stuff like that. Let me just run this past you. So, Pain to Glory. That's kind of what I've been seeing. That's like a slogan. That's what you stamp your brand with, Motivated Prodigy. What do you mean by that? What's something behind that?
So basically Pain to Glory is just a struggle you gotta go through to reach success.
Right,
Whether it's life, it's training. I feel like athletes, they got the best representation of what life is. If you're an athlete, you got to train to be the best. You got to work hard to get your spot, right?
Right.
Same thing in life, right? You gotta work to be successful. If you want to start a business, you gotta put in the work to be successful. So it's a lot of struggle you gotta go through just to get to that better day.
Right.
So that's how I came up with Pain to Glory. And then also with just training, if you're not feeling no pain, if you're not feeling no work,
Yeah. So
nothing
work.
good is gonna come from that at all.
Right.
You gotta go through the pain to see the better days.
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
It said when it was raining, you know what I'm saying, is, you feel it.
Right.
You feel like everything is kind of, it's on you. You got that monkey on your back, and you feeling down on yourself. So it's like one thing that you can't do is feel down on yourself. You gotta keep your
Right.
chin up. You gotta pick it
Yeah.
up, and
Always.
you gotta keep pushing. So yeah, that's real cool. So let me ask you this though: how'd you even get into training? Just like walk us through that a little bit.
So I'm in high school. I was
Okay.
running track, and I pulled my hamstring one time. That was the first time I pulled my hamstring, and I was just going through therapy, and I went through therapy, and I did all the rehab and all the training, and I realized that I was faster than I was originally. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
So I'm playing ball, and I'm starting to get a few looks. So I went to a Syracuse camp,
Mm-hmm.
and I was doing good. I was doing my thing. Ran the 40,
Right.
pulled it again,
Ah,
pulled it again.
that's the
But
worst.
what's crazy is I didn't say nothing, and they
Okay.
didn't notice. They didn't notice because I was doing my thing, and then this is when they noticed. We did at the end of the camp. We did 7-on-7,
Right.
and like that sudden movement where I had to
You trying to cut, plant.
cut and think.
Yeah.
That's when it kicked in. So yeah. So I just going through like the injuries and rehab, and just knowing how much training it's important. And
Right.
we really didn't have that when we was young either.
At
Like
all. At
like I
all.
went like it's like I'm a good athlete, but it's a it's so many that we grew up with.
Right.
We had the training that these kids are getting now.
Oh yeah. No matter what.
It'll be a big difference. Like
Game changer.
a big difference. So yeah, so I got into training just going through injuries. Then I went to school, um, exercise science. That's what I got my degree in.
Okay.
So basically I was just studying, learning the body, and learning the different techniques for different people, and how to get them to reach their capacity of oxygen, the VO2 max, the where they tap out.
Right.
Like I wanna find out where your plateau is, where you tap out, and then after that, then we train.
Right.
We gonna
Yeah.
work first. We
Right.
gonna work first, and then we'll learn later. But we
Right.
gonna put in the work first. So that's just that's how I learned. That's how I was taught while I was in school. Just you wanna make an athlete meet their capacity of oxygen, where they feel like they can't make it,
Right.
and then you settle
That's when
down.
you start going through your drill. Then you
Right.
become the MVP.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense though, because it's like you said. I ran track as well, and when we was in practice and stuff like that, bro, is we went through. We did it 2 days also, and that's with track. But it's kind of like, yo, how do you even reach those PRs? How do you reach those national times and all that? How do you, you know, keep dropping your time lower? You can't do that unless you're in shape. And
Right.
it's gonna take time to even get to that point where you're actually okay. Now we're in prime time shape. Like we didn't already clean the engine now. Now we can install, you know what I mean, what we really want to do.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I like
Yeah,
that. Like
you definitely gotta push yourself to the limit to see, because after a while you realize that if I did the same workout with somebody if we worked out Sunday and we did the same workout 3 times a week. So
right,
I worked you out Sunday, worked you out Wednesday, worked you out Friday or Saturday or something like that. By the time that next week comes, that next Sunday, that workout, you should be able to progress from that.
from
You
that,
should be able to do a little more
right,
each time. So it's all about progression.
right.
And a lot of people, like some kids they feel like things are supposed to happen like that. Like it don't work like that.
Right.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work to see the progress. It don't.
Right.
It's not automatic. It's never automatic.
So like going into like you were saying, like when we reach that plateau and then we get to work, do you look at it like, okay, this is after weeks of seeing them train in front of you, or can you, you know, pick it out by watching film? Be like, okay, I could see he probably needs you know, core work. His ankles not as strong as they could be, or you know, how does that work? What's your thought process is like when you
Nah, it's just
down?
like some people I train, I don't have any film.
Okay.
Right? Some people I train, I don't have any film on them, but it's certain workouts that I do just to see what they can do, see if they can cut and see how sharp they are, see how good their footwork is. It
Right.
starts slow. I don't care if they master the first day. That first day we doing things simple.
Right. Exactly.
So I could see where I can go from there. So
Right. Cause I'd be you know, I'd be watching. I mean, even going to the game, the 8U games. For everybody that doesn't know, Jason, he also coached the 8U team. Like I was showing them boobies workout.
right,
And so basically it's like when I'm looking at that and I'm seeing, like, just going through your page and I'm looking at, I can see him, okay, he's doing this one week. And now I see him, now he's running, he got the resistance bands on him, and he's catching, you know what I'm saying? He's working on hand-eye coordination now.
right,
So it's like I could see the progressions and how you, like you said, you slowly take each step for whatever that athlete may be.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right, exactly. Like every athlete is different, but some may be better than another, but that don't mean they can't reach the same goal.
Right. Exactly.
They some might have to put in more work, but the goal can be reached.
Right.
If you're gonna put in the work, the goal will be reached.
Right.
So you
It's
just
just gonna take that.
it's the pain to glory. Pain
Right.
to glory. Success is
Exactly.
the sum of all efforts. You
Right.
gotta put in the effort to get where you wanna be. So
Yeah. That's real cool. So what
yeah.
how do you how you feel about, you know, just like you were saying earlier, we didn't have the type of training and just the knowledge and information provided to the athletes of today. So even the ones in high school right now, can you see the difference between their, I guess, where they started from, and then I guess like their peaks and their progression compared to, say, a 9U or 8U player like Lil Bryant or Chase or somebody like that? Can
So
you see it?
it's all about fundamentals. If you never trained before and you never worked on fundamentals, it don't matter what age you are.
Right.
It don't matter. You could be a sophomore and you could be 9. I could
Right.
put them two together, and the 9-year-old might show up the sophomore
Right.
because he never worked on fundamentals and things
Right.
like that. So it really doesn't matter with age. It's all about the starting process.
The development.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That makes sense though. That makes
Right.
sense. Yeah, it's like I can only imagine the type of like basically Chase, Booby, like the 8-year-olds, the 9-year-olds right now,
Yeah.
when they get to be in high school,
Mm, mm,
oh
mm.
man.
I
Oh
can't wait. I
man.
can't wait. I can't
It's
wait.
gonna get crazy. Like it's gonna
Uh,
be so crazy. Like,
I can't wait.
yeah. I mean, but in essentially right now, the work that you're doing, you planting the seeds. Is somebody even I'm a pin the comment. Somebody even they put on here best trainer. Cause I agree, bro. Like, you definitely
I wasn't even paying attention. I'm new to this. This is my first time being on live.
yeah. They've been tuned in, they've been watching, they've been talking to you a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But best trainer hands down, I agree. And the thing is, I mean, I've done training myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm an athlete. I was an athlete back then. I went through training, camps. I went through trainers, in-house. I went through studios. I've been seeing it now. But just when I look at the way that you're able to, one, you can connect with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like whether
Right.
you're 32, whether you're, you know what I'm saying, you can communicate and maneuver in those different worlds. And that's what I appreciate that. I like to see that for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's real cool. I
And it all comes down to patience, man. Um, training kids, you deal with so many different personalities, and sometimes it may be just a mental session where
right,
we really didn't train that much.
right,
It was just mental. Um, Sometimes you got to be a mentor too.
right. Exactly.
So, cause like everybody has a bad day. You never know. You never know what kids are going through, and all of a sudden they might have had a rough day, and they're young, so their mind is all over the place, and
Right,
sometimes it might be a session where we can't train that much. But we locking in, we talking,
right,
and sometimes you got to speak the vision to them. If they can't see it, sometimes that session might be just giving them the vision and giving them the confidence and what they could do and the potential they can be. So yeah, so I definitely feel like every athlete is different, and you can't treat every athlete the same.
same. Right,
So
exactly. And like you said, I mean, sometimes you got to give people the vision. You got to let them know, like, okay, this is what you're doing right now, and you have this potential to do, so much more. But sometimes they don't even know, or they can't even see, or bring it out of them themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
yeah, yeah, that's real cool, man. Like,
yeah,
I really appreciate just your insight on it. Just on just the training aspect in itself. I got one other thing that I want to do for real. So this is some new type of activity I kind of want to like throw in here. I want to just see if we can try it out. You know what I mean, but you're the
okay,
perfect person for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we cool for real. So I know that you're gonna work with me. So
yeah,
check it out. So I always do my research. I do my homework. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. So how you was talking about number 10, boom, I got you. We right here. I took this off the YouTube. So I'm gonna just run this. This is about 4 minutes of just footage, and it's all you for real.
I ain't
Yeah,
watched this in a long time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeesh.
yeah. And
Okay,
so I feel like it would be cool for you to see it and everybody else to see it as well, because I mean, it just only makes sense. Now we can relate a little bit more, because who knows? They might not have seen it before.
Right,
But
right,
you was
right.
balling. You was balling on this joint. You was
Yeah.
balling. This is literally. I remember this. I remember this running back for real, basically. But with this film, I kind of want you. I want you to break this down in terms of if young Jason came to you right now, how would you how would you take his game in terms of
Increase my game.
yeah, like I mean, how would you
Mm,
take him
I
to
like
be
that.
the MVP? You know what I mean, like how would you do that?
So, um,
I mean, this is
we could,
already a
we could
1,000-yard rusher, bro. Let me bring
first
you want me
thing,
to bring it back?
first thing first on that clip right there. You can run it back.
Okay, hold on, because I can't run it specifically just that. I can only
No,
just run
well,
it.
no, just let it fly. So
Okay,
first thing first, that clip where I got tackled by one person,
right.
right? I always tell my kids, if one person can let you down, you fail. If
Yeah,
one person can get you down, you fail.
yeah,
One person should never be able to get you down.
right.
Keep watching the film.
Okay. It's a lot of speed and power.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
mixture.
yeah. I'm a mix.
That was your game.
Cause I'm not. I'm gonna say I'm not. I wasn't the fastest guy.
Right,
But I was quick. I was
right,
quick. I'm a I'm a 40 all day. I'm quick.
right.
I accelerate. I get through. So damn, I ain't why you
Yeah.
bring me back to memory lane.
Memories. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This versus North County. So this is what I was talking about. Had a one man. I should have scored right here. I should have scored.
Right.
That one man tackle.
And that's high knees right there. That's just getting
Yeah.
the knees up.
Yep. And I say that all the time. Like when kids they running through the hurdles, they knock a hurdle over. I'm like, look, that's all knees. You
Right,
gotta get the knees up.
right.
That's an ankle tackle right there.
hmm And that's the worst because, like you said, you know that you're gone. And then somebody catch you with that shoestring, you're like, I could have been out of there. 90-yard touchdown. That's a rondo right there.
Yeah, that was a good game right there.
hmm
I think this is a Rondo too. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's a
looks,
Rondo. This I think this is me. Look, one man.
yeah. And then you could definitely see, like you said, just the quickness in and out, and you accelerating through for real. I mean, it looks
Right.
like every single one. It's not like you falling. Like when you getting tackled, you're not going backwards. You're always falling forward.
Yeah. That game right there, that was a tough one right there. That state game.
That was at Raven Stadium versus
Yeah.
Wise, correct?
I tell you, I probably took the hardest hit of my life that game.
For
Uh, yo, both straps came off the helmet.
real.
Snot was out my nose.
You got
Mm.
cracked. They rung your bell.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the
definitely.
one. You wake up, got the little ring in your ear. You like
Yeah.
yeah,
Took the hit of my life that game.
yeah.
But I would definitely cause I used to train a lot back then.
Right,
Um, but I would definitely work on so you so what my thing is now back then I would take the first look. Sometimes I wouldn't take like the whole. I would take the first hole I see
right,
and not look for the bigger picture.
right.
So sometimes I would get in and then get out instead of taking the bigger picture. And I always tell kids like, look, this the opening right here, right here. You gotta get there. You gotta get there. The hole sometimes. So as a running back coach, I always tell the offensive coordinator, look, run the play, right? Run the play, but don't let the running back move. Let him sit still and watch the blocking.
Right.
Watch.
Patience.
You get what I'm saying? Let everybody go full speed, but let the running back that's supposed to get the ball sit there and just watch and find the opening and where you're supposed to go.
Right.
Because you can run and play to death, but if you just throwing a running back out there and not letting him sit back and see what's really supposed to go down, it'll never happen.
Right.
It might happen once in a blue moon if he finds it, but if he can see it, he can press that, so he can make that his priority. And then if it's not there, then he can find something else to do. Then he can cut back and do his thing. So yeah,
that's like you say, sitting back, watching it, being able to analyze. I mean, I feel like that's definitely a skill set that you're gonna have to develop in terms. Some people just gonna have it, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
But that's something that you can develop in terms of just studying, studying the game, studying your own movements, and just having confidence in the play, having confidence in your ability to change direction or something like that.
For sure. So I'm watching these clips. Hold on.
Yeah. Same here. Like this one. That's right there. When you cut back, being able to do that.
I probably should have kept going though.
Yeah.
I probably would have scored if I kept going.
Right.
But
like you said, you was taking the first look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as opposed to, a 15-yard game,
could have turned
30
into
yards.
40. Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But
Oh, we lost you for a second, bro. Hello?
You heard me?
Oh,
Cut off?
Yeah, we just lost you.
I was saying I tell the running backs, take your first choice, because nobody can see what you nobody has your eyes.
Right.
So I can't tell you was wrong. I could tell you what you should have did, but I don't have your eyes. So I can't get mad at you for taking that first look. But I can tell you, I can bring you back and let you look and see it and look for the bigger picture.
Right.
So if like say you might have a running back that likes to cut up all the time. Sit him back and like, look, watch the play develop and see all this green grass that you could have had.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
how do you train like a patience like that? Like, does that just develop in game, or is that like you go through like the practices and stuff like that, or running back drills, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I got all types of different running back drills just to set it up. So if I'm training out so basically as a running back, it's only but so many different type of plays. Like the formations can change, right?
Right.
But it's only so many things you could do as a running back. You either run this way, that way, the whole zone change, the formation changes, right? The scheme changes. The scheme changes.
Right.
Nothing else changed though. If you running the ball, you running the ball. If you going to the 2-hole, if you running the 22 or 24, 26, still the same. The scheme might be different. You might have a motion. You might be in shotgun. You might be under center. The scheme might change, but everything else
is right in front of you.
If you running the 24, you running the 24.
Right.
If you running a 24 counter, you running a 24 counter. Nothing changes. The scheme might change. The blocker might change. The blocker might change, but everything is still the same. You still gotta read and you still gotta You got to see the bigger picture. You got to find green grass. But if you decide to cut up and you're wrong, make yourself right.
Right.
3 to 5 yards.
Right.
That's
That's a minimum of carry, basically.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. If you make a mistake and you cut up, make yourself right and get your yards because they your yards to get.
Right. And
They're your yards to get.
that's that falling forward
Right.
right
Exactly.
there. I mean, and that's what we're looking at in these clips. So I mean, that's basically that's that's just game that, I guess you got to learn, you got to develop. And that's what sets you apart from being the MVP and being overall 76. Like I mean, like, so
Just
yeah, man.
you just at these athletes, they just gotta understand it's nothing's gonna be handed to you. Like you might be the best right now.
Right.
It's gonna be a time that you're gonna line up, or you might be the best running back. It's gonna be another running back on that team that is as good as you. And that's
Right.
that pain and glory. Now you gotta really put in work. Now you
Right.
gotta really put in work and do your thing. So nothing is handed to you.
Right.
In training and in life. If you want to be successful, you gotta put in the effort.
Yeah,
No matter
right.
what.
Right.
Success is the sum of all efforts.
Right. Exactly. So that's it that I got in terms of questions, man. I just kind of, like I said, I just wanted to give them, a nice little breakdown. We see you all over the place, man. Somebody actually DM me. They told me that you the best trainer. So I hope that they tuned in with it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because and
I appreciate that.
I think I sent it to you too, bro. It's like, I just know. I mean, me personally, I know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the sidelines with the 8U Old Mill team. You know what I'm saying? I played you back in the day as well. I mean, so it's like I know you, but in reality, there's people that don't know you. So that's why I just kind of wanted to give them, just to put a face to the brand. Motivated Prodigy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what
I
it is.
definitely I definitely appreciate you having me on here, man. And I hope everybody is working. And whether or not they putting in work with somebody else, if it's not with me, just put in the work, put in the grind and see what good comes out of. Because
Right.
nothing good is gonna come out of just sitting down and waiting.
Right.
Don't let up. Keep applying pressure and keep hitting the field. Keep getting your reps, and because nothing is handed to you at all,
Right.
at all.
Right.
If you want to sit, if you want to sit down, somebody gonna take your spot.
Right.
No matter what, somebody better is gonna be in your possession. Not even that they're better, but they put in the work. If you putting in the work and your coaches see you putting in the work, that's the coaches gaining trust.
Right.
They gonna trust that person that's putting in that work, putting in that dedication more than somebody that's not dedicated and sitting down and relax and don't really care about what's going on. Me as a coach, I'm putting in the person that's putting in that dedication, putting in
Right.
that. So I could trust you. I knew you gonna get the job done.
Right. And that starts in what? Practice. That starts, like you said, quarantine. We in the off season. I mean, we got to do it now.
Right.
So
Exactly. I know
yeah.
they just opened up youth sports. I know a lot of teams they had they trainings with they groups of kids. So I'm hoping the youth has a season this year because it's been a lot of kids putting in work
Yeah.
that I want to see perfect their craft. So
I
I'm
mean,
definitely looking forward to the season coming up.
yeah. And I mean, I think that we are. I mean, we getting close to the point where they opening stuff back up, like you said. And I mean, now we just gotta wait. We playing a waiting game.
Right.
So yeah, man. So that's it, man. I appreciate you once again for joining me. Everybody, this episode 6 Coach Jason Clements, Motivated Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Pain the glory, man. That's kind of what that's what we hear about. You know what I mean? So this is a good discussion. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And like I said, man, Motivated Prodigy, success is the sum of all efforts. If you want to train, you can reach me at 443-261-6793. My website is motivatedprodigymvp.com, and just hit me up. I'm fast to reply. You can send me an email. My email is motivatedprodigymvp@yahoo.com. I got camps on Sundays and Saturdays at 1:00. So if you want to join the camp and train during the camp, or if you want individual sessions throughout the week, just let me know, and we will definitely do it, and you will see the progress immediately.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can only stamp it. I just put the flyer up there. And I can only stamp it, man. That's why I had to bring you on the show, man. For real. Like, you the best out here. Everybody else agree with it. So that's just what it is. I mean, I don't even need to stamp you. Everybody else stamp you. So that's just what it is. I just had to make sure you knew. I mean, that I appreciate everything that you're doing, because I can't wait, bro. Like, we gonna have some state championships coming from this area, bro.
Oh
No
yeah,
matter
yeah,
what.
sure, for sure.
No matter what.
It's like these kids that's training hard right now are gonna be ridiculous in high
Crazy.
school.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Be
I
crazy.
can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Wait. And I just want all the kids to keep their grades up, man. And whether they want to go to public school, private school, just keep your grades up so you got options.
Right.
You always want to create an option so you can, whether you want to go left or right, you want to have that option. You don't want to have one lane. Just keep your grades up, keep your attitude right, stay out of trouble, and just create options for yourself. So,
sir.
for sure though, Motivated Prodigy MVP. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We gotta put some clips together. You gotta come out when I got some kids, man. Commercial.
Let me know, bro. Let me know, bro. Cause like I said, I be tuned in. I be watching the stuff when I can. I mean, I seen Booby on there. I seen Chase. I seen Lil Brian. I mean, even Joey in high school. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. So
yeah.
I see everybody, man. So
yeah, Joey, that's my thug.
Yeah,
man. That's crazy though. I think he's 205.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he definitely strong. He built for real.
Yeah, that's crazy. 205 in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you said though, once and then it's like we knock out them fundamentals, we get that plateau, and then we keep pushing, bro. Hey, I know he always posts Wake Forest. He want to go to Wake Forest. Yeah. Joey, I don't know if you in here, but hopefully you are, man. You definitely have the ability to go to Wake Forest if you want to, man.
Definitely do.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's everybody, really. Whoever's tuned in,
man. Yep, you got the ability to do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do, it's you gotta put that work in. So
gotta put in that work. Stay positive. No negative energy. Just stay positive. Stay on your grind, and positive things ahead.
Yes, sir. But all right, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you after this. Just kind of holler at you, bro. So
yes. All right, yo. Just give me a call, yo. You got my number.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. All righty. So everybody, that was Jason Clements, Coach Jason, whatever you know him as. That's my man. He's a running back coach over at 8U Old Mill Patriots. I guess maybe 9U now. But yeah, that's my dog for real. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is a good one, episode 6. I mean, I really don't have no name for this, but I kind of have been playing with a little name. And then even on the YouTube, every time I upload these on YouTube, I put them under the playlist Real Live Figures. So, you know, Real Live Figures, we here. Shout out my man Ethan, that's my tap man. He's also the best in here. Let me just let y'all just kind of just see. It's just some quick stuff, you know, nothing crazy, but you know, he's the best also. So thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the next one. So holla at me.